Hello, I'm very excited to share this next tool in your Google Drive toolbox with you, Google Forms. Google Forms is a way for you to create questionnaires or surveys very simply and share them easily to collect data and information. So to create a new Google form, you're going to go over to your red New button. Go down to the More option and find the option for Google Forms. It'll be identified by a little purple icon. You'll notice when I go to that, a template for a questionnaire pops up, and creating a Google form is as simple as populating this template. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to title it. Now, for the purposes of this demonstration, I'm going to make a little RSVP form, a little registration form for a staff cookout. So I'm going to go ahead and put that up here. And then when I click down here, you'll notice that it populates the title down below very quickly. You'll see that I'm in the highlighted questions area. That's just telling me I'm working on building my questions. I would click here if I'd want to get to responses. Of course, we don't have any of those yet. So that's where I'm operating here in questions. So now for the form description, I'm just going to add a little bit of directions for those people filling out my form. And I will say, please RSVP for the August 2nd event. All right. Now, for my first question, it says untitled question here. You don't have to title your questions. That's just a prompt for you to add your question there. So for my first question, I'm going to ask the name of the person attending. Now you'll notice it automatically defaults to multiple choice. This question is not conducive to a multiple choice response. So I'm going to go in and change that with this drop-down menu. And I'm going to make this a short answer question because I just want the person to type their name. So your options here are short answer, which is what I'm going to select, a paragraph answer for longer answers, multiple choice, that will have one correct answer, one answer response, check boxes where you can have multiple answer response, a drop-down menu, a linear scale, a multiple choice grid, or even date and time selection options. So again, I'm going to choose short answer for this one. You have the ability to require the answer to a question. I am going to require this question be answered. And when I do, when I move to my next question, you'll notice a red asterisk will pop up here indicating that that's a required question. After I get this done, which I am, I'm going to add another question. This over here allows me to add different things to my questions and to my form, but I'm going to stick with add a question and go on to my next one. And I'm going to ask, obviously, do you plan to attend? And it defaulted again to multiple choice. I'm going to say yes or no. That's great for this question. Yes or no. And I'm going to require an answer to this question as well. When I'm ready to create another question, again, I'll just select the add button, the plus. My next one is how many people in your party. Want to know how many people they're bringing with them. And for this, again, I'm going to select a, let's do a drop down. Let's do a drop down. Option 1, we'll do 1 to 2. Oops. We'll do 2 to 4. Or we'll do 5 and up. There we go. And then my next question, we'll add another question here. And we'll say, what do you plan to bring? For this one, I'm going to select check boxes here because folks may want to bring more than one thing. So let's go ahead and start filling these in. Okay, and now I have 4 questions generated here, and that's basically a simple form. That is how you create a simple form. Now, a couple of things I want to show you to add a little bit of detail to your form to make it a little bit better, personalize it a bit. We'll start with this button here. It's the color palette. You'll notice it defaulted to the plain purple. Very easy to change that to a different color if you'd like. But Google took that a step further and put the ability for you to add images in. And they even provided you with a bunch of different options for that. Should you not like any of their images or want to personalize it further with your own, you can even upload photos in there. I'm going to select food and dining since this is what this is for. That'd be a good one with that animated steak there. I think, yeah, there's a barbecue one in there. I'm going to go with that one. Add that in. And you'll see when that populates, it really makes your form personalized. So that is basically how you create a Google form. Stay tuned for other videos to learn how to share your form and how to check your responses.